because you started it as early as ninth standard?
So there were many challenges. I don't think I can mention all of them right now, but I would like to focus on the two main ones, which I think not only me but everyone will face more or less. So the first challenge was balancing. I had to balance my school studies along with the studies of ACCA and my extracurriculars as well. I was very young, so had no idea how to do that. I had the support of my father, my teachers, my friends as well. And the best part about challenges is that they help you learn, they help you grow, they help you become a better person. So I was able to learn and understand the importance of a lot of stuff. For example, the importance of time and how can I manage it, the management of academics, also the importance of priorities, setting priorities from a early age. And I can take an example that I had to give my 10th boards, and 3 months after that I had my CCA papers. So I had to plan everything out so that I don't miss out on anything. I got I think 87% in my 10th boards and correct the papers I was coming further. And I can take one more example that during my paper of taxation in skill level, 15 days before that paper, I went on a trek, 7-day trek to Brigo Lake. My father was against it, my teachers were against it, but I told them that I'll be able to crack the paper and I'll also focus on my hobbies and extracurriculars which I want to pursue, and I eventually did do it. So I think that was the first challenge, learning how to balance between both. And the second, which I believe is the biggest one and the most important, is failure. Out of the 13 papers, I failed once in the paper of SBL, and that was not by a huge margin, just 2 marks. So it was a little devastating, but I remember that same day, me and my dad sat down 3 4 hours after the results came, and we just started evaluating the reasons for failure. We found many. One in particular, which I should mention to you guys, would be the excessive use of social media. I'm a teenager, what do you expect? So I was not even on social media, like the main platforms. I did not have Instagram, not Twitter, nothing. I used to text with my friends and people through WhatsApp. So I told my dad I'll delete WhatsApp for the next 6 months till I get done with it. And I took that step. I messaged all my friends that I'm not here anymore. You can call me if it's something important, but yeah, that's it. So dealing with failure, and that also taught me the importance of post-mortem, which is very important not only after you get the result but before when you give mock exams and everything. So there are many other reasons we identified, like you can say not going through all the examiners' reports, not focusing on the official resources that are given on the website, not focusing on the nooks and corners of the chapters. So I decided the next time I appear, I'm going to be there. I'll have gone through all these shortcomings, I would have addressed them, and I'm going to be there. The next paper was the ATX, which is Advanced Taxation on Strategic Professional level. It's considered a deadly paper by some because it has a lot of content. But I decided that I faced one end of the stick, that is failure. Now let's face the other one, that is not passing but getting a rank. So I was preparing with the idea that I want to get a rank, and in that paper itself, I got an All India rank 2 and All World rank 9. So that was not expected by anyone, not even me, but I was able to crack that. So these were the two main challenges that I think I was going through.
So which was the most difficult subject to learn in past?
The most difficult subject would be SBL, that is Strategic Business Leader. The reason I'll say is, as Mr. Kosh just mentioned, that the exams are formulated and prepared in such a manner so as to replicate the real life scenarios of when you will go work in a firm. And because I was so young, I had no experience as to how to do that. And we are all used to learning the theories or just rotting them up, or maybe learning the practical sums and just solving them. But in such a paper, there is no right or wrong answer. There are lots of possibilities, and you need to think by yourself creatively in order to get the answer. And I had no idea how to do that. So I had to go through many cases, I had to learn, I had to research out of the textbook as well in order to understand how I can do that. If I just take an example, let's say there's an organization where the people are, you can say, orthodox, they think in an orthodox manner, and you need to introduce them to new technology. Then there's a million ways you can do that, and there's no specific format. So you need to think by yourself and appear in the same manner. So while you're giving the paper, it feels like you're working in a firm for those 3 or 4 hours. So that was a very good experience. And I eventually cracked it, but it was difficult.
Okay, so the most important question is what next?
I have decided to carry out my further studies abroad in a esteemed university, preferably the Ivy League. And while studying for ACCA, I was very interested in finance. I learned it at the 2 levels, and I loved the subject of finance. So I would like to pursue CFA sometime in the future.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And it was